Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to break down Apple Inc. stock, one of the most valuable and influential companies in the world. But is the stock still a buy in this economy? We'll dive into the bull and bear cases for Apple, take a look at its growth potential, risks, and try to determine where its fair value is today. We'll examine if the current price is justified or if there's a better buying opportunity out there. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just curious about Apple's future, this analysis has got you covered. So grab your Apple device of choice, maybe an iced coffee or tea, no judgment here, and let's dive right in. Let's face it, Apple remains the undisputed king of the premium smartphone market. iPhones are everywhere, and they're not just phones anymore, they're status symbols. With each new release, the lines outside Apple stores get longer and people are eager to shell out top dollar for the latest and greatest features. But it's not just about the phone itself. Apple has masterfully crafted an ecosystem around the iPhone that keeps users hooked. Think about it. iCloud seamlessly syncs your data across all your devices. iMessage has become the de facto messaging platform for many, and FaceTime offers a convenient way to stay connected with friends and family. This ecosystem lock-in is a powerful thing. It creates a sense of convenience and familiarity that makes it hard for users to switch to other brands. Once you're plugged into the Apple world, it's tough to break free. And let's be real, most people don't want to. Apple understands the power of brand loyalty. They've cultivated a devoted following that's willing to pay a premium for the quality, design, and user experience that Apple products offer. And this loyalty translates into consistent revenue streams for the company year after year. And with their relentless focus on innovation, there's no doubt that Apple will continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in the world of consumer electronics. Now, while Apple's hardware is undeniably impressive, what's got Wall Street really excited is their rapidly growing services business. We're talking about the App Store, Apple Music, iCloud, Apple TV Plus, Apple Pay, and the list goes on. This segment has exploded in recent years, and it's now a major revenue driver for Apple, accounting for a significant chunk of their total revenue. And the beauty of it, these services generate recurring revenue, which is like music to an investor's ears because it provides a level of predictability and stability that's hard to find in the tech world. Think about it. Every time someone downloads an app, streams a song on Apple Music, or pays for extra iCloud storage, that's money in Apple's pocket. And as more and more people join the Apple ecosystem, this services business is only going to get bigger. It's like building a loyal fan base that keeps coming back for more month after month, year after year. And the margins on these services are pretty sweet, which means more profit for Apple and potentially bigger returns for investors. This shift towards a more services-oriented business model is a smart move for Apple. It reduces their reliance on hardware sales, which can be cyclical, and provides a more stable and predictable revenue stream for the long haul. Now let's talk about the future, because that's where things get really interesting. Apple's not content with just dominating the smartphone and services markets. They've got their sights set on even bigger things. We're talking about wearables, health tech, and maybe even self-driving cars. The Apple Watch, for example, has gone from a niche product to a bona fide hit. It's now the best-selling smartwatch globally, and Apple keeps adding features that make it even more appealing to health-conscious consumers. We're talking about heart rate monitoring, sleep tracking, fall detection, and even the ability to take an electrocardiogram, ECG, right from your wrist. These features are not just gimmicks. They have the potential to revolutionize healthcare by empowering individuals to take control of their own well-being. And Apple's just getting started in the health tech space. They've been quietly building a team of experts and filing patents for innovative health-related technologies. Some speculate that Apple might even be working on a non-invasive glucose monitor, which would be a game changer for people with diabetes. Then there's the automotive industry. While Apple has been notoriously tight-lipped about its plans, there have been rumors swirling for years about a secret Apple car project, internally known as Project Titan. The point is, Apple is not afraid to think big and invest in potentially game-changing technologies. Okay, let's talk about something that gets investors really excited: cash. And Apple has a lot of it. They're sitting on a mountain of cash reserves bigger than the GDP of some small countries. Now you might be wondering, what's so great about having a bunch of cash lying around? Well, for starters, it gives Apple incredible financial flexibility. They can use that cash to invest in research and development, make strategic acquisitions, or even buy back their own stock, which can boost earnings per share and make their stock more attractive to investors. And that's exactly what Apple's been doing. They've been aggressively buying back their own shares, returning billions of dollars to shareholders in the process. This shows that Apple has confidence in its future and believes its stock is undervalued. But it's not just about buybacks. Apple also pays a dividend, which is like getting a little bonus just for owning their stock. This strong financial position gives Apple a significant advantage over its competitors. They have the resources to weather economic storms, invest in long-term growth opportunities, and reward their shareholders. We've talked about Apple's products, their services, and their cash hoard, but there's another key ingredient to their success that's often overlooked. The Apple ecosystem. This is where the magic really happens. Imagine a world where all your devices work together seamlessly, where your music, photos, and documents are accessible from anywhere, and where you can start a task on one device and finish it on another without missing a beat. That's the power of the Apple ecosystem. It's like a spider web, but instead of trapping unsuspecting insects, it draws you in with its convenience and ease of use. Once you're plugged into the Apple ecosystem, it's hard to imagine going back. Think about it. You've got your iPhone, your iPad, your MacBook, your Apple Watch, your AirPods, maybe even an Apple TV. They all work together seamlessly, sharing data, apps, and settings. You can start an email on your iPhone and finish it on your Mac. You can listen to music on your AirPods while you work out with your Apple Watch. This level of integration is something that Apple's competitors can only dream of, and it creates a powerful stickiness that keeps customers coming back for more. Now, some might say Apple's lost its innovative edge. They argue that Apple's playing it safe, iterating on existing products rather than creating groundbreaking new ones. But I disagree. Apple's innovation engine is still firing on all cylinders. They're just being more strategic about it, focusing on areas with massive growth potential like augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and maybe even the metaverse. Remember those rumors about Apple developing a mixed reality headset? That's just the tip of the iceberg. Apple's been quietly building a war chest of AR and VR patents, and they've been poaching top talent from companies like Microsoft and Magic Leap. Imagine a world where you can interact with digital objects in the real world, where you can attend virtual meetings that feel like you're actually in the room, and where you can play games that blur the lines between reality and fantasy. That's the promise of AR and VR, and Apple's betting big on it. Then there's artificial intelligence. Apple's been integrating AI into its products for years, from Siri's voice recognition to the iPhone's facial recognition technology. Apple's building out its AI capabilities, hiring top researchers and developing its own AI chips. And they're using AI to improve everything from battery life to camera performance to health tracking. The next chapter of Apple's story is yet to be written, and I, for one, can't wait to see what they come up with next. So, what's the bottom line? Apple is an incredibly strong company with a diverse product portfolio, a massive services business, and strong growth potential in areas like wearables and health tech. They're sitting on a mountain of cash, their brand loyalty is unmatched, and they're constantly innovating. The bull case is supported by Apple's brand loyalty, growing services revenue, and impressive cash flow, while the bear case revolves around concerns about competition, regulatory risks, and dependence on iPhone sales. But from a valuation perspective, Apple is trading at a premium, but its long-term growth prospects in services and wearables make it an attractive option for many investors. The question is, are you willing to pay a premium for quality and growth potential? That said, if you're looking to buy Apple stock, you might want to watch for any dips in price to get a better entry point. As always, make sure to do your own research, evaluate your risk tolerance, and consider your investment goals before making any decisions. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think about Apple stock in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth stock analysis. Until next time, happy investing.